How Google lost the messaging game. Have you wondered what the Google equivalence of iMessages is? Google has had a confusing run with all the messaging apps they keep inventing and reinventing. These apps' timelines showed a profound lack of commitment to see a messaging app grow into what the consumer wants. Here's how Google lost the messaging game. If you have been a tech enthusiast for a while now, you would know that Google has launched over 17 messaging apps in the last decade and a half. The traditional messaging apps have come with new additions and improvements, but they never fully hit the ground running. The text, voice, and video calling services available today, like WhatsApp, Zoom, and iMessage, have all been birthed after initial Google creations. They still don't meet some of the most significant Google inventions, so why has the biggest tech company failed to deliver a convincing messaging app for once? One that doesn't need several name changes and edits. We must start at the core of the problem and identify what Google is doing wrong. The company has Gmail for email services. The Gmail services were the first communication service from Google. The service launched beta on April 1, 2004, and people assumed it was an April Fool's joke. But today, it is one of the most celebrated email tools. They rely on Google Wave, Google Plus Circles, Google Docs, and Google Chat for collaborative work and information sharing. In the area of video conferencing, the tech giant resorts to Google Talk, Google Voice, Google Plus Hangout, Google Duo, and Google Meet. Suppose you need an SMS system, a Google Voice Android Messages app with RCS Chat integration, and the primary messaging services are Google Talk, Google Plus Huddle, Google Hangouts, Google Allo, and Google Chat. When you look at the product proliferation in the names and their functions, you will understand the issue's core. From 2004 to 2011, Google Talk went back and forth with its updates. Gmail was the first communication service to be launched on Google as initially mentioned. The product launched on April Fool's Day as a new form of emailing thread. The primary aim of the product was to act as the searchable email thread that does not lack space or needs deletion. The next step was August 2005, when the company launched Google Talk. The instant messenger was integrated into Gmail. The chat window then received its group chat feature in November 2007. The fans started calling it a GChat. The company again launched Android for smartphones with Google Talk and SMS. The Android edition also added voice and video chat services to Gmail through Google Talk. In 2009, Google Voice launched as a different service from Google Talk. The messages option for both phones and PCs became a tool. We also saw Google Wave, which was developed as a future for internet communication. The service lasted a year and was a series of chats and email threads different from Gmail. As of 2010, we were introduced to Google Buzz, a microblogging service that also had private chats for the users. That same year, we saw Google Docs receiving a chat feature and Google Voice from 2009 getting integrated into Gmail. We again saw the live video chat added to internet calls and mobile in 2011. If you are not exhausted yet, this is only the first batch of updates and reinventions. June 2011 was when we were introduced to Google+. We also saw Hangouts in July 2012. Google Plus Hangouts was also launched. For the first time, Google Voice was integrated into Hangouts and brought cohesive communication support in 2014. The phone plan, Google Fi, also launched in 2015. As consistent as Google is, they launched Allo in 2016 as a texting app and Duo as a video chat app. That ended the run of GChat and a new era. In 2017, Hangouts became Hangouts Chat, and we also saw Hangout Meets. In June 2021, Google Chat became a more open communications application. The announcement saw Rooms being renamed as Spaces, much like the Twitter Spaces. The company is a fan of launching new products to keep its fans happy. That has never been a problem. In the world of tech, you always need to keep your fans excited with new products. As they stay on with no updates, they might consider moving to other exciting offers from others. That is how BlackBerry lost their touch in a world where they were in the clear lead. Still, Google has shown that they are not launching product updates with strategy. The company seems to be launching updates as new services. So instead of incorporating new features under the same umbrella, they go ahead and spread a new feature. Young people are looking for the thrill of new features so that they might be onto it, but as people grow older with your brand, they get tired of new services that could have been simple updates. And the more you bring new platforms and services up to those consumers, the more you make them feel underqualified to use your platform. If you looked around, I'm sure you'll still find some old folks who use Yahoo Messenger because it is what they are used to. It doesn't matter that they can operate Zoom and iMessage games, they want to be on a service that they remember. WhatsApp, now controlled by Facebook, currently leads the text, audio, and video call industry. The service has been marketed as a tool to keep family alive and share community. Even as Telegram is the more secure and encrypted service, WhatsApp is easier to use and more traditional. WhatsApp has proven its weight in the field by being attached to the phone number. That makes it social media, but private. The people who can connect with you would have to be persons within your circle who can access your phone number. WhatsApp services are within a single app and attached to your number. So whether you want to send text, audio, or video, or even a video chat, you will open one app and do all that. The second biggest platforms are iPhones. You can use your email address or phone number to register for text and video calls, so that when you use Apple, I can find you for video chats in FaceTime, and then I can also send you text through iMessage. This makes everything easy because the consumer wants an app that provides services for their phone, not a sea of apps that do individual things and floods up a person's phone. If Google is not aware, some of us buy our storage on the phones. Google does the same thing over and over and expects to get different results. The services they build are not inadequate, they are sought after. Then they try to implement them in many aspects of their platforms as additional services. After a while, the product line is cleared by Google and they replace it with new cycles. Then they start all over again. This love to launch but not maintain services has cost Google their messaging streak. As we continue in 2021, we know that Google will continue to make updates and changes, and the Google graveyard, where all old Google services shut down, will continue to grow. Kindly tell us what Google messaging services you use and how convenient it is compared to other message services. We would love to hear from you in the comments.